like me and you have issues with the spine and the hips, the transitions of getting up from the floor, up and down from the floor during a yoga and Pilates practice, those transitions can be more challenging than the asana, the poses themselves. So I'm going to give you two tricks to go from sitting to standing and back down that are much easier on the body. So the first one is actually my favorite. So you're going to sit cross-legged with the right leg in front of the left. I just want to make sure you're going to be able to see this once I get up. With your left hand, you're going to look at your fingers with your eyes. So I'm going to place my hand behind my sacrum and my eyes are following that action. I'm going to continue that spiral action with my body until I end up in almost like a modified down dog. Now to come out of it, I look over my top shoulder to spiral my way back down. Let's try that again. So if my right leg is in front of my left, I look at my left hand, I place that hand behind my sacrum, and I continue that spiral action till I come into a down dog, and then look over my top shoulder if I want to come back down to a seated position. Let's try it on the other side. So to spiral the other way, you have your left leg in front of your right. Look at the right hand. You place that hand behind your sacrum. Continue that spiral action until you're in a modified down dog. If you wanted to come up to full standing, you then walk your hands towards your feet to come up to full standing. If I want to go back down, I step my legs apart. I place my right hand on the floor. I look up over my left shoulder and I just start to bend my knees as I spiral to come back down to seated. One more time on this side. Right hand, I follow my fingertips, place it behind the bum, spiral as I continue to look at the hand until I end up in a modified down dog. Look up over my left shoulder and spiral my way back down. Much easier on the hips and lower back, and at the same time we get the extra added bonus of building strength in that whole side body, which is an area where a lot of us are lacking. Second one. So second one, to go from sitting to standing, we're going, so from a kneeling position, we're going to tip forward, place the fingertips on the floor, and tuck the toes under. I use the pressure in my fingers to sink my weight into the feet. That pops the knees off. I come until I'm parallel to the ground with my body, knees are slightly bent, and then I come up all in one piece. Same thing to go back down. So I forward fold with knees bent. I bend my knees until I can reach my fingertips to the floor. With weight on the fingertips, I tip my knees down until they touch the ground. I kneel up tall, untuck my toes, and come down to full kneeling if that's available to you. Otherwise, you just stay up taller. We'll do that one again. Fingertips, we tip forward. Fingers on the floor to release the toes to tuck them under. Place your hands closer to your knees. Push into the fingers to float the knees off the ground. Your weight is now in the feet. Keeping the knees bent, we bring our body into a forward fold parallel to the ground. Lengthen through the crown to come on up nice and tall. Same thing in reverse. Forward fold, knees are bent. Pause here. Reach the fingers towards the floor. Start to bend the knees until you can catch with your fingertips, and then tip the knees forward. Bring the body up tall, tuck the toes, and either you stay here or you come down to Virasana. I hope those help. So when you find yourself in a yoga or Pilates class and you've done a sequence lying down and now you're going to standing, or you've done a series in standing and you're going to lying down, use one of these two transitions rather than awkwardly getting up and down and risking injuring yourself. Enjoy.